morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to be talking about the flow of energy in a food chain. I'm going to be explaining to you while you look at the board so that you can follow along a little easier. So first thing I'm going to do is move the camera so you can see it, okay? Let's see. All right, that should be good. Right there. A food chain shows how each living thing gets food and how nutrients and energy is passed from one organism to the other. Food chains begin with plants and they end with animals. A simple food chain link producers such as trees, grasses, and shrubs to primary consumers like deer, buffalo, and zebras. Here I put an insect, and it's called a primary consumer that eat trees, grasses, and shrubs. And then we have a secondary consumers such as lions that eat deer. They would eat the secondary consumers would eat the primary consumers, and that would be a lion, for example. Here I have the picture of a mice that would eat buffalo and zebras. Each link in the chain is energy in the form of food for the next link. Every living thing needs the energy from food to survive. Plants produce their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Animals are not capable of making their own food and must rely on getting their energy from the foods that they eat. Some animals eat only animals, others eat only plants, and many eat both plants and animals. The organism within the food chain can be classified by the way it receives its energy as a producer, consumer, or decomposer. All food chains begin with a producer. Producers are organisms that make their own food, such as plants, some bacteria, and some single-cell organisms that live in water. We talked about that yesterday when we read the article about the plankton. There are more producers than any other living thing on Earth. So there's lots of producers. Producers make their own food by capturing the energy of sunlight. This energy is then stored in their bodies. So this is a producer right there, okay? Then we have consumers. Consumers get their energy by eating other organisms. Consumers are animals that cannot make their own food. They must rely on producers. The consumer needs to rely on the producer, plant life, or other consumers for their nutrients. Consumers are categorized in three different levels. We have herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores are animals that eat only plants and are classified as first-level consumers, right here, okay? In the food chain. These animals can range in size from tiny insects to big gorillas. Deer, giraffes, buffaloes, and zebras are examples of herbivores, meaning they only eat plant. Other examples of herbivores are squirrels, which eat only nuts and fruits, and the birds that eat seeds and nuts. Then we have the second level consumers right here, which are called secondary consumers, and these are carnivores. They're a second level consumer that eat. These second level consumers eat the primary consumers. Carnivores are animals such as spiders and lions. The secondary consumers eat the primary consumers. Eagles, foxes, and wolves are examples of carnivores. Another example of a carnivore is a great white shark that eats sea otters, fish, dolphins, and even humans. Then we have what are called the omnivores. These are the ones that eat both plants and animals and can be classified as first level, second level, or third level consumers. Humans are examples of omnivores, eating meat, plants, and just about anything. Okay. Omnivores can either be secondary, over here, they can be secondary or tertiary consumers. Other examples of omnivores are skunks, raccoons, and pigs. Black bears are omnivores that eat blueberries, bugs, acorns, and many kinds of nuts. At the very top of the food chain, like I mentioned to you yesterday, are the humans. So that's why we want to take care of our planet, want to take care of our world, because we are the ones that are going to suffer the most if the producers are extinct or there's not enough of them. All right, tomorrow we'll look at the same information, but I will give you the graphic organizer so you can see it in a different fashion. All right, and I'll show you a picture of Ryan and Kyle as they're over there watching me record. Oh, they're running away. Oh, can you see them? Can you see them? All right, say hi to the kids.
Hello, kids.
All right, they should be doing school, so they just got up a little too early, but they better be. All right, see you guys tomorrow.